All right, guys, this is my entry into Texas Rebels giveaway. Um, so first, he wants us to talk about kind of what our challenge that we're having right now, or our next challenge we're going into is. And right now, for me, is I want to try to get these 3 locks picked to try to get my assassin patch from Lockjaw. I already have the Night Watch patch, the Pack Leader, and I'm pretty sure I have the Berserker patch in my P.O. box. I just haven't been over there in the last 2 weeks to check it. But I'm pretty sure I have the Berserker there. So I want to get the Assassin patch. That requires 3 purple locks picked and gutted. 3 smart keys, they're all purple. The Gen 2 is the one that seems to be giving me the most trouble with single pin picking it. And I want to make sure to get these, and I want to make sure that this is my lineup for it because I also want to use the same video as my purple belt submission. If I can get one of these and that one, that's my purple belt. However, that one's giving me a lot of trouble. I don't know why it's giving me more trouble, but it is. Next, he wanted us to give him a short story idea. And while I know I already didn't win, still going to give you a short story idea. Maybe you'll use it one day, I don't know. So I would like to hear a short story from you about what in your lock-picking journey has been the most difficult challenge to overcome, and what you did and how it felt to overcome that challenge. What you did to overcome it and how it felt to overcome it. And I know that's a lot less fun than what some of the other suggestions were, but I feel like that one's a little more practical, a little more helpful to people than just a silly short story. Not that a silly short story isn't fun. Then he wanted us to give some words of advice. My word of advice is, if you find a way that you like to pick, ignore what everybody else says about how that's not the right way. If that's how you're comfortable and it works for you, do it. That's how you need to do it. That's how your body feels comfortable. Particularly, another example is I rarely single pin pick locks. I rake. I love to rake. I love to bypass. I feel more excitement out of bypassing a lock than I do out of single pin picking it. Single pin picking frustrates me almost the entire time I'm doing it. Bypass gives me that rush of adrenaline. So if you find a way to pick a lock that gives you that rush of adrenaline, forget what everybody else says. That's my advice for any new pickers, even the older ones. And then I'm going to be honest. I tried to find anybody that was under 100, and I haven't got to watch everybody else's short videos. I failed to find anybody under 100 for me to shout out. And so I'm going to have to stick with what Nola said with Sarah and go with that. Other than that, I'm sorry if I missed any part of what I was supposed to do here. I did my best with the short time period. And filming with my phone, not being able to go back and look with what I was supposed to do. So I apologize on that. But other than that, you guys have a great day.